You are born in Rosario, Argentina. Not the capital, not the beach, just Rosario. Your family isn't rich, not poor either, just surviving. You're small. Not, oh, as a kid small. Small. The kind of small that makes adults worry. The kind of small that makes doctors frown. You barely speak. You barely eat. But when a ball is at your feet, you transform. At 4 years old, you dribble like the ball is tied to your soul. The ball doesn't bounce. It follows. It obeys. Your grandmother takes you everywhere. Rain. She's there. Mud. She's clapping. No coach wants you because you're too small. She begs. She argues. She wins. One day, you score a hat trick. She claps so loud, they hear it 2 neighborhoods away. You point to her. She becomes your first fan. Your forever fan. At 10, you get bad news. Growth hormone deficiency. Your bones say, "We're done." Your heart says, "Keep going." Treatment? Expensive. $1,000 a month. Your dad's job can't cover it. Your mom cleans houses. So you just keep playing. You destroy every kid in Rosario. Left foot only. No tricks. Just speed, balance, and the ball glued to your shoe like it owes you money. One day, River Plate scouts come to see you. You dance. You destroy. But they say, too expensive. Then Barcelona hears whispers. A boy. Tiny. Silent. Terrified. Their scout comes to watch you. In 10 minutes, he calls the club. And here's where fate gets dramatic. You're 13. In a foreign city, with nothing but a ball and a dream. Barcelona isn't sure about signing you. So one man writes your first contract. On a napkin. You sign it, shaking. That napkin becomes a relic. A holy artifact. You're in Amazia now, with taller kids, stronger kids, louder kids. You don't talk. You don't joke. You don't ask for more rice. You let your left foot do the talking, and it talks loud. At 15, you're playing with 19-year-olds. At 16, you're training with the first team. Ronaldinho, yes, the smiling magician, sees you and goes, "Who the hell is this kid?" You're shy. You're awkward. You look like someone's little brother who snuck onto the pitch. Then you get the ball. Dribble 1. Dribble 2. Boom. Goal. Ronaldinho laughs. Not at you. In awe of you. He hugs you and says, "You're going to be better than me." You don't smile. You don't even react. Because you don't care about being better than anyone. You just want to play. You debut for Barcelona at 17. Not in a big, hyped-up ceremony. Just a quiet substitution. You trot onto the pitch like a kid looking for his science class. The defenders don't even notice you. A few games later, you do it again. And this time, it counts. Your first official goal. Assisted by Ronaldinho. He lifts you in celebration like a proud big brother. The world starts whispering. Who is this silent assassin? You don't answer. You just keep moving. Fast. Precise. Left foot like a wand. Vision like a hawk. You don't party. You don't tweet. You don't even blink sometimes. While others chase fame, you chase the ball. And it leads you to glory. 2009 Champions League Final. Manchester United. Cristiano on the other side. You're still just 22. Still soft-spoken. Still with that innocent haircut. But on the field, you float. Like a shadow with purpose. And then, boom, a header. Yes, you, 5'7", out-jumping defenders like you're made of helium. Goal. Barcelona wins. You don't scream. You just raise your arms and look to the sky, to her, to your grandmother, to the reason you even started this. That becomes your thing. Every goal, every trophy, every moment, you point out. And every time we remember, you're not playing for cameras. You're playing for memory. You win the Ballon d'Or. Then another. Then another. Then another. The world starts calling you the flea tiny, untouchable, impossible to swat. You start breaking records like they're made of glass. Most goals in a calendar year? 91. That's more goals than most professional players score in their entire career. But here's the thing. You never ask for credit. No press conferences where you say, "I'm the best." No flashy celebrations. No posing with shirts off. Just quiet brilliance. Meanwhile, people scream, "Messi" or "Ronaldo," "Ronaldo" or "Messi." You never answer because you don't care. You let the numbers talk. You let your feet speak languages nobody else can understand. But there's one problem. It follows you like a shadow. Argentina. Every year, they expect a World Cup. Every year, they expect you to deliver it. You carry a whole nation on your back. A country of 40 million becomes a backpack. And every year, you fall short. You lose finals. You miss penalties. You cry on the field, curled up like a broken violin. People call you a failure, a choker, not Argentinian enough. You just want to go home. You even quit the national team once, but the world begged, and you came back because deep down you still believe, even if they don't. Back at Barcelona, you become a god, not the loud kind, not thunder and lightning. No, you're the god of whispers, of stillness before the storm. The kind that punishes you without ever raising his voice. Guardiola becomes your coach. He sees it. He knows. He doesn't just unleash you. He builds around you. You become a false nine, not a striker, not a midfielder, a ghost in the space between. And in that space, you create magic. One game, 4 goals. Another, 5. You leave defenders spinning like broken fidget spinners. Madrid tries to stop you. They kick, they grab, they shove, but you don't react. You don't flop. You just vanish. And then reappear behind them, ball at your feet, net bulging. You lead Barcelona to 2 trebles, League, Cup, Champions League, all in one season, twice. You make world-class defenders look like weekend dads playing in jeans. And still, no ego. When Neymar and Suarez join, you don't fight for spotlight. You pass, you assist, you share. Because it's never been about stats. It's about beauty. Then comes 2014, the World Cup. You carry Argentina, literally, goal after goal, moment after moment. Final. Germany, Maracanã Stadium. The world holds its breath. One chance, extra time. Ball falls to Higuain. Missed. Then Gutsy scores. Germany wins. You walk up to collect the golden ball. Best player of the tournament. You don't smile. You barely hold the trophy, because it's not gold you wanted. It's glory for your country. You go home, to criticism, to disappointment. But you keep going. 2015, Copa América final loss. 2016, another final. Another loss, another missed penalty. You cry on the pitch, in front of the world. And then you quit. "I'm done," you say. But Argentina begs. Kids hold signs. Old men cry on radio shows. So you come back. Not because you want to. Because you have to. Because you were born to. And then, 2021, Copa América final versus Brazil. In Brazil, you win, finally. A trophy, a release. You drop to the ground and cry. Not quiet tears. Not graceful sobs. Ugly, beautiful. Painful, pure. The whole team carries you. Literally, they chant your name. They scream it to the heavens. Messi, Messi, Messi. No one questions your nationality anymore. You are Argentina. And then, you leave Barcelona. After 20 years, after 672 goals, after every record shattered, you don't want to go. You cry in the press room. Your voice cracks. Your heart breaks. Paris signs you. The city lights up. But something's off. You play well. You assist. You win League One. But the spark, it flickers. The noise of stardom doesn't fit you. You're too quiet, too inward, too honest. And then 2022, another World Cup. Your last. You say it. This is the end. And so you begin. Qatar, 2022. Your last World Cup. Your last dance. Your final war. The pressure, unreal. This isn't just about football anymore. It's about legacy. It's about history. It's about finally ending the debate. You don't speak much, but your feet scream. First match, shock. You lose to Saudi Arabia. The world gasps. Is this it? Was this the worst ending possible? You walk off the pitch, stone-faced. Then you speak. We will give everything. And you do. Next game, goal, then another, and another, and another. You drag Argentina forward with nothing but sheer will, left-footed elegance, and eyes that burn like coal. And then the final. Argentina versus France. Messi versus Mbappe. God versus the next God. You score. You lead. 2-0, then Mbappe happens. 2-2, extra time. You score again. 3-2, but Mbappe refuses to die. Hat trick. Penalties. You've been here before. You've lost finals. You've missed penalties. But not this time. This time, you score. You kiss the ball. You tuck it away. You walk back, calm as ice. Martinez saves. Montiel steps up. The shot. The net ripples. The whistle blows. You collapse. World champion. You did it. The ghost wins the crown. Your teammates throw you into the air. You lift the trophy with shaking hands. You hold it like it's made of stardust and tears. You wear the bisht, a black robe placed on you by the Emir of Qatar. Some say it ruined the photo. No, it made it royal. Because for one moment, the quiet kid from Rosario became a king. Not a fake one, not a flashy one, a real king, crowned not by noise, but by history. You return home to chaos. 5 million people fill the streets of Buenos Aires. Helicopters, parades. The country shuts down. For you, for the boy who once felt too small, for the man who carried them all. You go back to Paris, finish your contract, then quietly leave. And now, you're in Miami, playing for fun, signing shirts, smiling more than ever. You look relaxed. You hug fans. You laugh with your kids. But you still score goals like it's instinct, because it is. You never needed to be loud. You never needed to say, I'm the best, because we already knew. You didn't chase greatness. You just became it, step by step, goal by goal, tear by tear. So, was it worth it? The loneliness? The pressure? The heartbreaks? Ask your wife. Ask your children. Ask your teammates. Ask a nation. And ask yourself. You stand in front of the mirror. You're older now. The beard is grayer. The eyes are softer, but that fire, still there. You smile, you whisper, I did it. This was your life as Lionel Messi. You were the boy who almost didn't grow, who grew into the greatest of all time, the king who never raised his voice, the ghost who ruled the world, the artist who painted football with a left foot and a heartbeat. Not if everyone screamed your name, but those who watched you, they'll never forget it, because gods don't need thunder. They just need the ball and a reason. You lived glory. You felt the pain. You became the legend. This was your legacy. Subscribe to Sport Legacy, where the greatest stories in sports are told as if they were yours, because maybe they are.